What's up, guys? Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Destiny, and we are balls deep in the middle of a huge information surge for the upcoming Dark Below expansion pack DLC, and everywhere you look, it's just information is dripping out like a diseased vagina. It's like Christmas at the Kardashians. Ew. So, what I want to talk about is one of the cooler things that I've seen in the trailer for the Dark Below expansion, and that is the return of third-person swordplay. And I'm pretty sure that the community can all agree with me that the ending of the Sword of Crota mission, where you actually get to wield a sword and have a standoff with 3 badass knights and an assload of hive, was probably one of the defining moments of a campaign that really had no huge defining masterpiece moments, which is weird to see a Bungie game with shitty multiplayer and a lackluster campaign, because amazing multiplayers and campaigns are pretty much what made Bungie. So, if you take a closer look at the trailer footage though, you'll notice that the swordplay actually was taking place in the Skywatch, where the original loot cave used to be. And that's the most intriguing part about this to me, because even if it's during a mission, areas like these are considered common ground for you and other players that are on patrol as well. So I'm sitting here wondering exactly how this is gonna play out, until I started compiling all this information for all the other vids, and then it started to become a little bit clearer. And I think I have a pretty good idea about how Bungie is gonna pull off this swordplay. So, if we take a look at the Sword of Crota mission, this is the sword that they want you to think is Crota. But it's really not. All we know about Crota so far is that he's a knight with a fabled sword. Now, if we look at all the other bosses in the game, they're usually just bigger versions of other enemies. And since we already have a big-ass knight in the game at the end of that Hive mission, I'm pretty sure his name is Sardok, he happens to be Atheon-sized. And I'm willing to bet that he looks similar to Crota, except Crota's probably going to be carrying a big-ass giant sword. And I know what you guys are going to say. Well, how can they have another big-ass knight if they have a big-ass knight in the game already? Well, you remember that end of the mission where the Gate Lord is a big-ass Minotaur, the same size as Atheon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bungie has no problem using another model in another way. So, it looks like that this sword is gonna be way too small for Crota. In fact, this looks like the same sword that regular knights carry, called an Ascendant Blade. Hey Mac! How the fuck do you know that it's called an Ascendant Blade? Well, because if we look at the text on the sword breaker, the shotgun reads, if you're gonna face down a knight with an Ascendant Blade, bring an Ascendant gun. So we have an enemy now with a named weapon. That's the first part of this puzzle. And then if we take a look at 2 of Eris's bounties, the first one is cut them down, and this tasks you to kill Hive on Earth using Blade's sword. Now, the next one after that is called Blades of Crota, which says hunt the knights who serve as Blades of Crota on Earth and move. So, looking at all this information, it's looking like not only third-person swordplay will be coming to Earth and Moon, but the way they're gonna pull this off is there most likely will be new enemies that spawn on Earth that are knights, that are named Blades of Crota, and possibly will drop swords when you kill them so you can complete these bounties while on patrol. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work. In the footage we see in the trailer, there were 3 guardians standing around what looked to be a static spawn for a sword, so it remains to be seen whether or not if only 1 sword spawns at a time, or if everyone is gonna be able to work at their sword bounties at one time. But I'm pretty sure that no matter which way they pull this off, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And you know, you can almost guarantee that swordplay is going to be a huge part of the Crota raid. And I wouldn't be surprised if Crota actually had a mechanic where when you're fighting him, that he aggroes on the person who has a sword. And maybe he might be a little bit susceptible to some melee damage if you really want to You really want to test that. So, my name is Jay, MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. This is some pretty exciting information. The fact that we can confirm at least that we will be able to use the sword in third-person gameplay out in the wild while we're on patrol to do at least the bounties for Eris. That's for sure. So, like I said, my name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.